National Script Development Grant. Mr. Chand, one of the noted filmmakers of our country, mentor of the training, and also a dear friend, is truly the one-man army behind the National Script Development Grant. Mr. Chand made this event happen with timely help and shared vision in a friend and OTT platform, Shangreela. Today, it brings me great joy to introduce to you the first National Script Development Grant, an event that resulted in 8 participants with 8 beautiful scripts. I would like to invite Mr. Chand, founder of Golan Pictures, to come up to the podium and give us an insight to the National Script Development Grant event.
Yes, good evening everyone. Your Excellency, jurors, participants, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone is here. Before I speak, please let me take this opportunity to share with you all present here today evening, and most especially to the lovely family, friends, and the loved ones of a top 8 finalists for Bhutan's first National Script Development Grant, that you all really do have. Talented, hardworking, and promising storytellers in your family. Please give a big round of applause for that. Apology, Your Excellency, jurors, and the guests. I'm sure some of us here will agree that creative people have huge inflated ego which needs to be pampered all the time. So if I was in the audience, I would make the clap a little bit louder. Thank you all. Thank you very much. I believe that art is not solely created for aesthetics. It's a powerful tool that initiates personal reflections, raises collective awareness, and sometimes, if you're lucky, it may inspire positive social change. We all know that change is the only constant in the world and in our life. However, change can be influenced by the environment and circumstances that overshadow our lives. The pandemic was a sudden and drastic change that tore apart the fabrics of our communities that we spent decades to weave. Especially for young people, the pandemic was a disorienting experience, and I personally feel that our youth needed to find solace or a safe refuge to bridge them to a self-expressions and to find their voice through creative artistic endeavors. I can't stress enough on how beautiful, complex our young people are. I spend a lot of my time interacting with them and finding inspirations from the amusing and talented youth. I watched them through the pandemic and afterwards as well. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes, I saw these young creative minds blossom and thrive again with their stories armoring them and the vision lighting their way. While these young minds have the potential to unleash a diversity of powerful narratives, it is our responsibility to curate a conducive environment for that to happen. We must protect, promote, enhance and nurture our young talents in the country. Moreover, our nation, under the guidance of a dynamic and enlightened leader, His Majesty the King, gives us hopes and fuels our dreams.
It's called I'd Rather Go Blind by Etta James. Walk away from me, child, no. you see, I love you so much that I just don't want to see you leave me. And most of all, I just don't want to be free. When the reflection of the glass that I held to my lips, baby, reveal the tears that are on your face. So baby, oh baby, go blind boy, than to see you walk away from me, child. Oh, thank you. And before, I have 2 more songs for you, Les. I'm here for a long time. I hope I can entertain you. The next song is called Valerie. If you know the song, sing along or please clap with me. Thank you for the beat. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. Think of all the things or what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come on home and my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Won't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, Valerie. Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
If you could go in the hallway and refresh yourself before we continue the event. Maybe we'll start with Your Excellency. Okay, I'll just wait for the people at the back to settle down. Okay, I'm going to start with the first question for tonight. Please keep in mind you are going home with a gift hamper, so I want everyone to participate if you know the answer. So the first question we have is, name Bhutan's first feature film, and in which year it was released, not just the name. So can we have Tenzing? Bhutan's first feature film and the year it was released.
𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄𝒌, I believe the year was 1989.
Yes, you're right. Please take the hamper. Tenzing, please wait. Take the hamper. So the next question we have is, it's a trivia on His Excellency. We would like the members of His Excellency's office not to participate. So please take a sweeping guess. Anyone can participate. We want to know when His Excellency was a young boy, what was his future ambitions? What did he want to become? Who wants to take a guess? Okay, he wants to guess. Can you give the mic to him?
I think Your Excellency always wanted to be a doctor. That's what I think.
From what I know, the answer is wrong. Okay, does someone want to take a guess? We give options, no? I think that would be better, okay. So he wanted to become, okay, there's someone who wants to guess. Monk? You're actually correct. His Excellency wanted to become a monk. Please come and collect your handful. What's your name? Okay, so Karma got this. Karma from Shangreela got the answer right. He must be a very big fan of His Excellency, almost stalkerish.
Las, maju, laju. Good. Thank you, Karmatsri or Hari.
In fact, I was wondering how to break this very, very formal I say no little bit. Because if you have realized or if you have not realized, I'm not a man of formality. Karina Vodvide is solely out of my personal interest in these kind of initiatives. If you have not realized, I have not been attending any formal gatherings, no 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄𝒌, no formal opening ceremonies except the national events where I must participate. Other than Desung initiated projects, I'm having a heartfelt appreciation for the Desung activities being done. Wherever possible, whenever I get chances, I go and participate. And I was very happy. But then the ambience is so formal because I was asked to talk, but I really wanted to have a Q&A session. So thank you very much. On a very lighter note, I think Shangreela is right. I had very vivid memories of myself wanting to be a monk. That was in my class 7, 8, said Nahina. Fortunately or unfortunately, my parents didn't allow because I had 2 brothers in monkhood by then. Now both are out. So then after that, I thought, well, those days, the reason for wanting to be a monk is that was my impression. For the same reason, I'm a vegetarian. So the monk, then I said, no, then I must try to be a doctor. Because fencing was, I want to be of some public service. Then I took up medicine. Then, of course, surgery is out of medicine, my passion. But those who guessed, some more guessed, I think they were also right. Teacher, while I was at Kamnu, if I did not qualify for medicine, I would have gone back to Kamnu, taken up biology, and I would be teaching biology by now. That was my second option. A teacher being nothing in between medicine and teaching. There was somebody else who was saying an actor. That wasn't so wild a guess. That was also correct. I'm living that dream actually. I must act at least one movie in my life. Yet, stepfather. So today maybe I can propose to Chikitsomo. Maybe she should design a story where I will be more than happy to participate as your father or whatever you want. So seriously, because I mean movies, I'm a big fan of movies. 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄𝒌. Okay. I don't know how many of you watched a Bhutanese movie 3 times. I watched 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄 3 times. One of the biggest fans of Bhutanese movies, and 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄 those days used to be my top movie. And of course, all 3 times probably I cried. Even now, when I watch Bhutanese movies, I still cry. Because I see myself listening to that writer, listening to the director. So that writer is telling her or his story to me through the actors on the screen level. And when that writer writes a story, there should be a reason why that story has come up from that person. I mean, then I immediately start connecting with that writer. And then so well performed by the actors. Because the last 10 years, at least the film industry has come up very well. Yet, I think we can go a longer way. I mean, I participate in 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒄𝒌. Would like to be a little unconventional. I heard a little bit from Mr. Chang's narration that you are here to tell Bhutanese story to the outside world. Yes, well, that is very important. As long as you are a Bhutanese, any story that you tell will be a Bhutanese story. You can write an international script in French, in Spanish, in Chinese, in Hindi. Yet since you are a Bhutanese, that will be a Bhutanese story. You need not just write Bhutanese stories. You need not just restrict your imaginations to Bhutanese movies. And open the genre stream. And the once you put that cap, then you can only be good to that extent. So I mean, I fully agree with Mr. Chang that potentials we have, opportunities now is opening up. So with these two together, I'm sure you can shine in the world. And as I said, as a Bhutanese, whatever stories you tell, 𝑭𝒍𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒌 story. Kami sini dari art of filmmaking like this.
We are announcing the 3 top winners now. We have 1 special jury mentions and 2 first prize. I hope our participants are ready to hear citations, and please come forward. The videographers, please capture this moment for all of them. And I want audience to really, all of you, to clap with all the, bring out the potatoes and the teas in your clap.
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity as jury members, and thank you to all the participants for sharing your script, your stories with us. It was a real joy for all of us, and difficult decisions had to be made. And we were very surprised to see the diversity of voices and stories in the project treatment. Not one was similar to the other. Not one genre, not one approach, one character, everything. Each script treatment was very different from each other, and I think this is something that we can really celebrate here in Bhutan, because it means that we really do have stories, and we're always talking, of course, about the traditional stories, which are also important, but we have so many modern stories and experiences to share.
Thank you very much.
I was doing really well, and I felt my hard work was finally showing results. I was motivated. That was until March 6, 2020. You guys remember? I was excited about the 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒌 and all the tourists and guests I would get into. However, on that day, a 76-year-old tourist from the United States walked around the zone area and was later reported to be Bhutan's first COVID-19 case. You can guess what happened after that. I was disappointed and felt as though I did not know my purpose. I did not resonate with myself and could not fathom what I could do next. It had been 2 years of confusion and looking for solace and inspiration. The start of this year, however, marks the start of my new journey. I had understood and come to terms with my hidden away yet passionate love for creative work such as writing, directing and filmmaking. I started a new venture, my very own violin studio, and dedicated myself wholeheartedly to becoming creative with a vision to contribute and leave an imprint on the dynamic and developing film and creative industry of Bhutan. I still had the hunger to learn more about creative processes and wished there was an institute or a place in Bhutan where I could go learn the more technical aspects. While I could not come through any of these, a perfect opportunity lit up my frustrated space at the most necessary time. Golan Pictures in collaboration with Shangreela itself, Bhutan's first national script development grant. Not only do you get a fair chance at sending in your concept, you also do not need prior experience, nor do you need to pay fees. Free of cost, national and international experts and Emmy Award-nominated writers teach you. You are judged by the pioneers of our film industry. You can learn, and finally, you get to write your own script under the guidance of the excellent mentors Naveen sir and Jan sir. This is beyond an opportunity. This is a blessing. A blessing for the 61 entries that had a chance to conceptualize their stories. A blessing for 8 of us who received the lectures and guidance. A blessing and hope for other youth who are creative and yearning to learn more. A blessing and dream come true for creative youth who have powerful and unique stories to tell. It is a blessing to live in Bhutan, where sometimes governments and organizations bring opportunities to youth. Sometimes we are blessed with people like Sir Jan and friends from Shangreela. People like Sir and the team of Shangreela are rare, significant and powerful. Jan, sir, is someone who would knock on every door, write every proposal, and make every phone call for his dream for the youth. The founder of Shangreela, Sir 𝒍𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒌, is someone who believes in artists and agrees to support dreams of passionate artists.
Thank you very much, Nawab children. And we would like to invite Ms. 𝒍𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒌.
Locally, we want to create job opportunities. We want to empower our youth by helping them develop their digital skills in various fields. So therefore today, I'd like to thank Mr. Chand, a very accomplished film director, a very talented, brilliant scriptwriter, for organizing and also choosing Shangreela as your partner, and also for establishing such an educational program where writers are trained professionally in the art of script writing. I am a scriptwriter myself, so I understand the process of script writing. The art of it is never ending. It is a lifelong journey. As a writer, as a scriptwriter, you have to keep learning, keep writing until the best of you comes out. So with that, I think events like this is in our own ways a contribution to nation building. In our own small ways, this is what we can do to empower the youth, to create opportunities. So thank you for joining us today, and I'd like to thank you once again and congratulate all the participants. Thank you so much.
China. I, on behalf of Golan Pictures, in partnership with Shangreela, would like to wholeheartedly thank Your Excellency for gracing our event now. We are very inspired by your gracious presence. We are extremely thankful to our jurors, mentors, our valuable partner Shangreela, NSTG team, participants, La Meridian fraternity, sound and light, videographers, performers, and all the well-wishers. Today, 3 of them won the grant, but as a very hard-working NSTG team, I feel like I won the grant today because of this resounding success. I thank all the distinguished guests present here accepting our invitations. I thank the media members for their dynamic interest in covering the event and all the good hearts who worked really hard to make this a very big success. Thank you and 𝑭𝒍𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒌.
Thank you everyone. With this we have come to the end of the event.